Hey, how are you? Nathan here from PH Studios, and welcome to a 2012 video, the first video of 2012. And what I want to do in this video is to just go over 2011, just what we accomplished this year and what we progressed to, and talk a little bit about what my plans are for 2012. Okay, so as you see on the screen here, the Maps tutorial part 1 I did in December 20th, 2010, and then the Maps tutorial part 2 I did in January 23rd, 2011. So we were in between the Maps tutorial series when the year began, and then I slowly released more complicated things. If you remember in the past, I just released simple things like the basic training series, a few little advanced techniques tutorials, the paddles tutorials, all that stuff. And now we're getting into the more complex things like maps, generate maps from text file, multi-shot capability in the space shooter, the A-star algorithm, which by the way was a 50-minute tutorial, animation, all that stuff. We're getting into the more complex stuff. Artificial intelligence, game artificial intelligence, to be more specific, networking, and the Tower Defense series, which will be released very soon. That'll be the first tutorial set of 2012, which will be the Tower Defense series. Okay, so one of the biggest things I did this year was get a new microphone. I've seen the tutorials, I've listened to all my tutorials after I do the recording, and this microphone does sound a lot better than the other one. The paddles tutorial, I used a simple headset with one of the detachable microphones that kind of goes up to your mouth. It's one of the little itty-bitty microphones. And then after that series, I got a condenser microphone. It's from Samsung, not the same people that make the TVs. It's SON, not SUNG for Samsung. It's a C03U. If you are in the need of a new microphone, that is a pretty good microphone. It got me through a lot of tutorials. But the one I got now, which was rated the best USB microphone, is called the Rode Podcaster. It was around $300 when I started wanting it, and I got it on sale for $250. And I also got a little boom arm to go along with it, so I can move the microphone. I can move the microphone wherever I want it, and position it so I can get closer or farther away. So that's one of the biggest things I did for this year for the website and tutorials, and it makes my voice a lot more clear, and I enjoy the microphone. It's well worth $250. So anyway, 2012. I wish everybody a happy new year. I hope you did something fun between, midnight this time. It's now 4 a.m. for me, so I didn't really do anything fun. I've just been going over to the website and getting things ready for this video. I did have a friend over. We've been playing Star Wars: The Old Republic. I bought that pre-order, and I got early access, which means I got in 5 days before the official release, and I've been playing that ever since. So those of you that play Minecraft with me, if you logged on the server and I'm not there, that's probably where I am, playing my Star Wars character. So that will keep me busy for several months. Oh, another thing we did for the website is game videos, mostly Minecraft. And I did those for a little bit, but I kind of got bored of doing those. And it was a big hassle for me because my Adobe Suite is on the Mac side. Fraps is on the Windows side. So I had to create the videos in Fraps. And if you've ever used Fraps, you know how big of a pain it is. because about 2 minutes is about 4 gigabytes, I think it is. So I create a 20-minute video, and then I have to go into my Mac side, and they're on 2 separate hard drives, so I have to deal with the communication issue. And it's pretty fast, but still, when I get up to 50 gigabytes I need to work with, it's bit of a pain. But not only that, it does not communicate well with the Adobe Suite on the Mac versus Fraps on the Windows. It does not have the appropriate codec. So, what I had to do is I used Fraps, I recorded the video, I went into Camtasia Studio on the Windows side, and I re-edited each clip, each 2-minute clip. I had to re-encode that into something that Camtasia Studio outputs, like an MP4. However, I cannot edit it, which is weird. Again, Camtasia Studio and Fraps do not communicate that well either. So if I want to put all 20 minutes all together in the Camtasia Studio, when the second clip starts and then on, it's just a black screen. You can still hear my voice, but it's a black screen. So I had to record every single clip separately. I had to re-encode every single clip separately. So then I got an MPEG-4. Now I need to go into my Mac side and then go into the... Now, before I say that, if I use that MP4 in Camtasia Studio, it'll still give me the black screen. So that's why I need to go into the Mac side, open up After Effects, and then combine them all together, output it in After Effects, then go to Camtasia Studio and output it again. And so yeah, it's just a 20-minute video ended up being like a 4-hour encoding process. So I kind of stopped doing that, and I'm just sticking with tutorials. So anyway, back to 2011, I graduated from college with a computer science degree, with a minor in mathematics and a minor in physics. And I'm happy I'm done with college. I was getting way too sick of it by the last 2 semesters, and I just wanted to be done. I'm glad I am. Now I have a full-time job, and I'm happy for that, with the economy the way it is. And other than a few weeks ago, I've been releasing 2 tutorials minimum every week. I've always wanted to do that, and in the past, I was able to do that until my studies got in the way, and then I had to do my homework and a whole bunch of projects, and I could not release tutorials. If you've been a member on the site for a very long time, you will notice that a few months I didn't release anything. I just basically vanished, and that's basically the point, is because I was doing my university, homework, projects, all that stuff. Now that I'm done, I was able to keep up with 2 tutorials a week. Sometimes more, sometimes less if it was a holiday or I was sick or something like that. But I've been trying to keep up with 2 tutorials a week. For like Thanksgiving week, I did not release anything because it was a holiday week. So anyway, a couple weeks ago, I stopped tutorials to finish out the tower defense. I'm still getting that finished up, and it should be a good way to start the 2012 site, and that should be everything. Oh, one final thing I did change was the main website design. It was a pretty simple design. It's what I was aiming for. A very simplistic design so I can get a decent size video on the main page. If you remember the last design, you had 3 columns. This design, you only have 2. That way I can make a bigger screen that you can watch my tutorials. And I designed it for simplicity's sake because it's a blog and you don't want any distractions. And it looks really good on the iPad and iPhone and all that stuff. It is a really good looking site for being as simple as it is. It does the job, and you get no distractions, just a simple 2 colors, and that's pretty much it. 2 background colors. So that's pretty much it for the site in 2011. And I hope you have a happy new year. And I'll see you in the tutorials. Take care.